they can't breathe and there's snot way the hell up there, you gotta suck it out, man.
It's when they can't breathe and try and take a bottle.
The bubble thing that... Jesus, fuck. Like, sorry for your ears for that one. But...
Hello.
Hi, guys.
And welcome back to Adulting Midwest Style. I'm Aaron.
Whoop. And I'm Alicia.
And we have a 1-year-old.
Yes, we freaking do. We have been parents for 1 whole year. High five on that. Woo!
Nice.
So, happy Thursday.
Yes.
Obviously. We hope your week hasn't been too bad. I know it's the first full week since our couple weeks of having days off, but hopefully it hasn't been too bad. But yes, as Aaron said, we do have a 12-month-old or 1-year-old.
Yeah, we're going to start talking in months.
Yeah, right? No, we're going to start talking in years. That's dumb. I have a 32-month-old. No.
He's almost 3.
Right? No, yes, we are parents of a 1-year-old. It's very exciting. Mm-hmm. He had a great birthday. Just close family is what we did. Pretty close. And yeah, you want to start with your beer?
Yeah, so I have the Brown Note, which has very classy...
super classy.
It's the
classiest.
The guy who sharded. It is a brown... I don't need that.
Oh,
it is a can. It is a brown ale, so it is deep and thick.
And brown. I have... Lonely Blonde. It's American Blonde Ale by Fulton. And this is from... Minneapolis.
Yeah, so mine is from Kentucky.
Hopefully I like this one a little better than the first one. If you haven't seen our Monday episode, definitely check that out.
I thought it was
You'll
great.
Give plenty... I have plenty of faces.
Oh,
whoa! I
you
actually
hit our
the
brand new camera.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. We also... Oh, that was pretty...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cheers.
We also got a brand new computer.
Yes, we did. We saw that the new MacBook was on a pretty decent deal from Best Buy, and we've been looking to upgrade that for editing purposes. And so it was kind of a spur of the moment
kind of whimsical, yeah.
Yes, which wasn't all that great, I'll be honest.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
MacBooks don't have USB ports.
We were like, fuck.
We had these 3 days of we have nothing to do. Let's film 3 episodes in advance, and then we couldn't. We literally couldn't.
We had to wait for an adapter, and it was a whole thing. So if you're looking at a MacBook Pro or Air or whatever, and you typically use a USB port for anything.
Mouse?
Yeah, a mouse even. Make sure you're getting an adapter, because we were naive and did not.
Be prepared.
Be prepared. Like in Lion King 2. That's a song in it. Anyway, back to our episode. 12-month update. We did hold on to this for a little bit. He turned 1 on December 21st. So, couple weeks later, obviously. But we thought we'd kind of touch base, kind of do this one a little different. We thought we'd talk about our main essentials that we've really never touched on in any of our other updates.
A couple of them, we might repeat 1 or 2, but these are the things that we couldn't really live without.
It's kind of like what babies need to survive. Kind of things. Those kind of products that we may not have mentioned previously. So we thought we'd kind of touch on those, since this is honestly, a lot of this stuff hopefully will be nearing the end of.
But for Christmas and his birthday, we got a whole bunch of new toys, essentially toys and some clothes.
Yeah.
We got this awesome nylon type. It's a spaceship.
Tent.
It has a tunnel, and it has what would be a ball pit. Currently, we have balloons in it.
And then the other half is a tent. I'll probably link the gifts, because I literally bought all of it on Amazon. So I'll link what we bought, but most of it was kind of a little large to put on video. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got this tent. We got this like activity cube. That one we probably could have showed you, but it's just an activity cube that has buttons and like fine motor skill things.
Puzzles,
a bubble machine. Grandma got him a sled.
Yep.
His Mimi got him instruments and cars. So he had a good birthday.
Yeah.
Spoiled rotten, obviously, but
luckily it snowed like 8 inches over the past week.
I wouldn't go with luckily, but
for the sled.
The sled, sure. But yes. But anyway, so essentials from his first year with us being first-time parents, which, just to touch on, wasn't so bad.
No, we've said this, or at least I've said it. It's like nothing can prepare you for...
No. If you are pregnant right now or thinking about it, nothing can really prepare you for what to expect, because we've mentioned that one book, What to Expect When...
the first year?
The first year, thank you. And that is honestly the source that we literally relied on, plus like just a few messages back and forth with our doctor. But nothing.
Also Google.
Yeah, but Google is scary sometimes, so don't do that. But honestly, nothing can prepare you as well as just experiencing it and figuring it out as it goes. Everybody's life and the way they're raising their kid is different, and every kid is different. So you just don't know. Aaron and I, neither one of us had a peanut allergy, and boom, Theo has a peanut allergy officially. Oh yeah, it's official. He's got a peanut allergy. There's an update for you.
And potentially an egg allergy. He had a little outbreak when we were down in Illinois. It was from, we believe, meringue, so uncooked egg white.
Yeah.
And he had literally the day before he had egg casserole the day before, and nothing happened.
So that one's unofficial. Looking into that one, but he is officially allergic to peanuts. So neither one of us have a peanut allergy. Nothing runs in his family. I don't know if it runs in my family. I'm adopted. So, yeah. So that's a surprise that obviously you can't plan for. So that's just one example. But anyway, all in all, super fun, super hard to not have the sleep, but that's something you can expect, I guess. Lack of sleep. But to be cliche, it's very rewarding. He's an awesome kid.
He's
super sweet.
Now.
Yeah. He's a walker, man. He decided he turned 1, and like 2 days later, he was taking his first steps.
Yeah, it was the day before his birthday. We're like, oh, was that his steps? Because he kind of went plop, 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 and like.
So a little before his birthday, he started taking a few steps, and then like
Christmas,
4 days later, he was walking everywhere and not wanting to crawl anywhere. So. But anyway, let's get into our essentials. First of all, what did we do for bottles and feeding? Formula. He was formula fed.
We got the Target brand.
I opted to not breastfeed because it just didn't fit our lifestyle. So we used Target brand Gentle formula. It worked great. Nothing bad to say about it. It's inexpensive, relatively speaking, between the formula brands. And then for bottles, we did the anti-colic, which he wasn't colicky, but we figured might as well be prepared and get the anti-colic. Tommy Tippy. We got I think it was called Fiesta Pack or something. And it's 6 of these size bottles.
Can fit up to 9 ounces.
Fit up to 9 ounces. That's
like sketchy.
Yeah, that's
like
tight
to the brim.
Tight. But these were great. The nipples were really good for him. We did go through like Comatomo we tried, and the style of the bottle and the nipples, he didn't really...
The flow of the nipples.
Yeah, he didn't really mesh with. So this is actually our second type of bottle.
3 pieces. We also had Tommy Tippy that had like 6 pieces that had like a middle colic, and that didn't
last long.
Just like washing and everything.
So it's 3 pieces, super easy, wide mouth lid, so it's really easy to clean. And so highly recommend these two products for sure.
We also started with Enfamil.
We did.
Gentle. This is
for a while. The reason why is, sorry, Aaron, one sec. The Enfamil we decided to stick with for just like his first like month or two, just because I don't know, like I was paranoid, new mom, about giving him like an off-brand formula, so we stuck with that for a couple months. Super great product, by the way. Enfamil is great if you are looking for more of a name brand. That is like I would have stuck with that honestly, probably if it wasn't so expensive. But this is ultimately,
yeah. So I was gonna say this is 33 ounces for
$20.
Yeah, it was like 19.
But anyway, so that's his food bottles.
I would say that also Enfamil is a lot more
fine
powder. This is a little bit chunkier, which is just slightly harder to mix. That's why we use a hand mixer. Pro tip. One beater, hand mixer. You need a second hand though.
Yeah, obviously you got to hold the bottle. But that's his food and what we use to give it to him. Diapers, wipes, and diaper cream. We did Hello Bello. Pretty much since he was born, like right off the bat, we've been using Hello Bello. We subscribed to their subscription box about like 3 months into him being born, because we wanted to kind of gauge how many diapers he used, and so that we could choose the right plan for ourselves. Mm-hmm. But these are the wipes, diaper cream, and diapers we used. We get to choose 7 patterns each time. And
you get 4 things of wipes.
Yep.
You get 7 packs of 25-ish
Yeah,
diapers.
25, 26. I think when he was in like the newborn size, you get a little bit bigger packs because they obviously newborn? Yeah, for a short time. But like as the smaller size diapers, you do get a few more because you're changing them more. And as they get bigger, they obviously don't need as many diaper changes because they can hold more because they're bigger.
Yeah, the size 3 he's been in for like 4 months.
Yeah. So essentially you get to choose the 7 patterns. You can do 2 different sizes, 3 different sizes. So if your kid is like transitioning, but you still need some older size and some bigger, you can do that. The plan it's $65 as often as you get it delivered. So right now we actually just bumped up to every 5 weeks because like we said, he's bigger now. He goes through them a little slower. We were on the 4-week plan when he was younger.
Man, it was like every other hour we were changing them.
So it's been really nice. I have no regrets with doing a subscription for the diapers because it's just nice not having to worry like, is he going to have enough or are we going to run out?
And guess what? If he is going to like run out beforehand, you can always just make a quick stop, Target, Walmart.
Yeah, our
Walgreens.
Our quick turnaround if we wanted, like I know for instance one time we didn't realize how close we were to running out, so we did Huggies was our kind of backup plan diaper, and we love those too. So
what's our nighttime?
Huggies.
Yeah, we do. Hello Bello does do nighttime.
It's not as great as the Huggies nighttime, so we do nighttime for Huggies.
We did notice that he kind of leaked through more often
with the Hello Bello nighttime. So
that being said, it was just like he's asleep for 11 hours.
Yes. He is a great nighttime sleeper, I will say. I mean, he goes to bed still about 7:30. He'll fall asleep and then wakes up between 6 and 6:30, and it's pretty much straight through. So we decided, since it was that length of time, the Huggies just held up better. But the Hello Bello was great too when he wasn't sleeping as long as he does, because now he only takes 1 nap a day. So I think that's part of it too. But so that's kind of the main essentials, the feeding, the diapering, and then we've talked about Cetaphil multiple times, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hold on that beer drink in a sec. Here's the actual bottle. It's Cetaphil. We'll link most of the stuff below. Obviously, with Hello Bello, we aren't sponsors or anything for any of these products, but I would if you asked me to. Hello Bello.
Yeah.
Cetaphil lotion and his shampoo's in the bathtub right now, but we literally, this smells phenomenal. We've mentioned it multiple times. This is fantastic. We don't want to talk about this very long because we've talked about it multiple times. Yep. It's for his eczema. It's really great for that. He really doesn't have it too bad anymore. I think he's kind of grown out of it a little bit, but he does have flare-ups here and there. But this is the Organic Calendula Cetaphil baby lotion, and then we also have the shampoo. Fantastic. Highly recommend.
I have his Nook, one of his Nooks. I think we have 2 sets of 2 of these. Mm-hmm. 1 in each of our diaper bags, and then 2, like, he'll sleep with one, and then if it gets lost, like, it falls out of the crib, he throws it overboard. We can just run in there and grab a different one. These glow in the dark.
They're super cool. I'll link these because these are Amazon ones. I can't remember. Does it say the brand on there somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the brand is Dr. Brown's, and we're hoping that we can get rid of this soon. Hopefully within the next month or so. He really only takes it when he's sleeping, and he's never really taken it playing, or if he's fussy, we've avoided giving it to him for that.
If he's extreme, like if he just smacked his head hard and he's given the cry that like doesn't even make noise, like that cry,
maybe we'll give it to him.
If it's convenient.
We really try to avoid the Nook unless he's sleeping, because I knew that it'd be way harder to get rid of if he was used to getting it more often than just naps and bedtime. So,
do you believe he could sleep without one right now?
Probably. He really only needs it to go down, like I've noticed. And then he ends up, like Aaron said, like spitting it out, or it's shot out the side of the crib. And if he wakes up, then yes, he seems to need something to soothe him. So
it's just,
I think it'll be a little tricky to get with the bedtime, but nap time, I don't think it'll be a huge deal. Let's see. Sound machine, we used the Hatch. That I could not promote anymore. It's fantastic. It's Bluetooth. Awesome. I know we've mentioned it before. We can control it from our phones, and it's
color, sound, awesome. The amount of light, the amount of sound.
Start from the get-go too. Pro tip there. Like, he transitioned from his bassinet to his crib in his own room beautifully, I think, because we kind of initiated, like, we had the Hatch in our bedroom with the bassinet, and he got used to the sound, the light, and I think that just eased that transition into his bedroom. So highly recommend to just kind of start that right from the get-go.
These are the Boogie Wipe knockoffs, the saline wipes for when they're snotty, when they have a cold.
Which happens often. I mean, we had a kid in December, so.
Yeah, this is the Mama Bear brand, Amazon brand. This is
highly recommend. It's been fantastic.
6 packs for
16, I think it was.
It's something much cheaper than Boogie Wipes, and we had Boogie Wipes. Had them. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do this. It's 6 packs. Let's just try it. $20. Worst case scenario, we go back.
Yeah.
And this might be
They've been great.
Our second round. So we haven't been on them very long, but would recommend. They do dry out if you leave them open. Don't leave them open.
He's like chronic of that.
Yeah.
Terrible with it. But Mama Bear baby wipes, or I should say Boogie Wipes, fantastic. A few other essentials that I'm trying to think. I think we mentioned our bathtub. That was a fantastic. It was called the 4-in-1 Fisher Price. I think it's called like a sling. And it's essentially like, it's literally, he grew up with it until like he was 11 months. And then at 12 months or 1 year, he's now in the bathtub. But it's been like his entire life. Mm-hmm. It grew with him. It was awesome. It had great, it had great transitions. So highly recommend that. Anything that we don't physically show you, I'll link below, and then I'll also put like an image over in this arena.
The adult Midwest style.
Over here.
Yeah.
So don't you worry. You'll see things. You'll find them if you need anything. So don't you worry about that.
These sanitizer bags.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. You put 2 ounces of water. You put whatever you can in the bag. You put it in the microwave for 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you know what will fry and what will not.
We've made that mistake before with some
jelly,
like teethers.
Yeah, jelly type things. Don't make it.
Don't do that.
If it sounds like popcorn, it's not good.
Right. They're similar to like, I know you can buy like sanitation systems kind of, or like plug-in sanitizers. These were just better in our price range. It's like 4 bags that you can use 20 times each. And I believe we spent somewhere about $8 on them.
Yeah.
And we've only bought, maybe a handful of boxes of them.
Second or third round.
Yeah. And so we sanitize his bottles, his teethers. Again, watch what you're sanitizing. Any toys that were able to be sanitized. Highly recommend that. It's fantastic. And then I guess finally we are drying rack. So I believe this is fairly popular. It's kind of the grass.
You can find it at Target.
Yeah. I can't remember what brand it is, but it's the grass where it has the trees and you can hang stuff on it. It's worth the price, man. It's super nice. And we've had no issues. It can go right into the dishwasher or obviously just hand wash it, but it's super nice and it does the job and it's great.
Yep.
We've already mentioned a few, but like some of the not toy products that we loved or that have been worth it for us.
Nose Frida.
The Nose Frida.
Snot Sucker.
You
gotta do it.
I don't know how you could not have one.
Yeah.
Because Theo's been not like he's a sick kid, but they get colds. He's in daycare. He gets colds. What feels like sometimes every other week, and they can't breathe, and there's snot way the hell up there. You gotta suck it out, man.
It's when they can't breathe and try and take a bottle.
The bubble thing that Jesus fuck. Like, sorry for your ears for that one.
But it's like them trying to like breathe but also drink at the same time is the worst.
Yeah, it sucks, and you couldn't imagine that being you. So like, you have to have one. If you have the bubble thing, it works. We had one. I think we got it from the hospital, and we used it like twice, and we're like,
good luck cleaning it.
This is disgusting. Yeah. It can't be cleaned. We tossed it right away. The Nose Frida, Snot Sucker, you obviously can clean. You get filters. It's fucking worth it. Don't hesitate. It sounds disgusting. The thought of it is disgusting, but you need it.
The slippers right there.
Oh yeah. He had these when he was a wee lad, and then he grew out of them, and then he's been in socks, and then recently when he started like cruising, I should say, when he started cruising around and walking and figured out how to take off his socks, we needed something, so we bought these in his size, and they've been fantastic again.
They're just a little Velcro.
Yeah, I think they have so many different brands of those on Amazon. I think you get ones with buttons. You can get them in 10,000 different colors. Like,
speaking of buttons, do not buy any clothes with buttons or snaps. Especially
like sleepers. Like, if you're buying for somebody who's pregnant, do not do that to them.
No.
If you are a new mom or a mom, do not buy yourself them. They are stupid.
You will wear it once. He or she will wear it once, and you'll go, never again.
No, they're awful. Zippers. And now they make them where you can get 2 zippers. One zips down and one from the feet up for nighttime diaper changes.
Perfect.
Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful invention.
Keep them warm.
Yep.
Show off their feet and then do your change and
in the nighttime feeds. Yeah. So highly recommend zipper jammies, zipper sleepers. Do not buy button down things. It's dumb. Sorry. It's just dumb. And then when he was a wee lad again, he rocked the swaddles, and then he literally slept 75% of the time in the Snuggle Me, which I mentioned like 4 updates ago.
Probably in the 8th month.
Yeah, probably in the very first update with us. It's the Snuggle Me. It's kind of the dupe of the
put it right there.
Yeah, the 8-month update will pop up there. It's kind of the dupe of the Dakatot, and it was fantastic. He slept in it so well. He loved it. He just grew out of it, and it was fantastic. Though we moved it around everywhere we went. If we were eating dinner, he was at the table with us in it. If we were in the living room, he was on the couch with it. It was just, and again, it's like a donut shaped pillow that is like ridged a little bit. So obviously don't leave him unattended, like safe sleeping here, but it's fantastic. I'll link it below.
Yep, the swaddles were all Velcro.
Right.
And then when he grew out of the swaddles, he obviously needed mittens or socks.
Oh my God, we'll get into the don't buy, not worth it later. So actually just hang tight on that one.
Yeah.
From the swaddles, he moved right into sleep sacks, which have been fantastic. Yeah, the swaddles are literally like, what are they called? Like the
mummies.
No, not mummies. I'm trying to think of like psychos that are trying to...
Oh, straitjackets.
Straitjackets, yeah. It's literally like a straitjacket, but they love it. They like it. It's not that we're torturing them. But we moved right into sleep sacks, and he did great with that. And now he has been sleeping just in sleepers again. No sleep sack. He will on occasion still, but not really so much anymore.
We might start using these for our personal self, and this is the laundry bags.
Oh yeah, we bought like a set of 5 laundry like mesh bags to like track his socks in the laundry.
Yeah, so like we're gonna say in the future, we use socks as mittens for when he slept because he clawed at his eyes. Well,
his head and ears. And
so we went through socks really quick, and you would throw them in the wash, you'd throw them in the dryer, and you'd come out with one less sock like everybody else does.
Yep.
The freaking
dryer.
Sock monster. Anyway, these things are just a mesh bag, and as long as you close them shut, you get all your stuff back.
It was like a set of 5 of different sizes. So like there's like a giant one. There's a perfect size for socks, or like Aaron said, we might use them for like up. I might use them for my bras, or things like that. Masks now we use them for washing our masks because we use ones that his mom has made us. So laundry bags, and then I guess the main thing that we haven't ever mentioned is I don't know, we might have mentioned it in one of the first episodes.
Maybe once.
Is our monitor. We still use it now. It's a video monitor. We'll link it below. Sorry about that. And I don't understand how people could have lived without one. I just am somebody that I just need to know. I need to see him. I know some people aren't like that, but it's just a comfort thing for me. It's not anything else. It's just a comfort for me. And we love ours. It's fantastic.
It's about $100, but at the end of the day, you can see what temperature it is in their room. You can see if they're awake. You can see if they're mumbling and grumbling, or if they're just like trying to put themselves back to sleep.
Yeah. So it helps knowing whether it's worth going in there. If they do like fuss or wake up, you can see like, oh no, they're just shifting around, or oh no, he's really fucking upset. Like we need to go check on it.
And like we sleep across the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
Like we can hear him, but it's just nice knowing
the ability to see him.
You can just kind of like
lazily
look over and go like,
he's
still kind of okay.
Yeah.
And you go back to sleep.
Yeah. So that probably ends our like essentials, favorite products that we've used literally since birth. Now let's get into the stuff that we would recommend to not buy. Not worth it.
Not worth it.
Right off the bat, when we were coming up with a list, our bassinet would be one thing. And it's not that it was a bad bassinet. It was a Fisher Price. We picked it out ourselves. It was a gift given to us at a baby shower. And it was great. It vibrated. It played music. It was great.
Showed stars.
Yeah.
Little nightlight.
Yeah, it was great. And it just, if we have a second child or anything like that, we would probably invest a little bit more money into it.
It didn't have a rocker.
We found ourselves rocking him back and forth in it. And since it sounds like we're like bougie or something, but really it would have been nice if it could rock itself for just like a half hour or something in the middle of the night if they were stirring or waking up or something. Too. It would just be nice if we were able to have just like a half hour and it could just rock back and forth for a little bit. I know they make really expensive ones, but I know they also make ones that we could have easily just maybe sprung a little bit more on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that thing only had the vibration on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
it did have a vibration, which he didn't truly like very much at first. And so it wasn't helpful during like his really itty bitty stage where he didn't like the vibration. All he liked was being rocked or bounced or something to go to sleep. And so that was just kind of a bummer that it ended up making us get even less sleep because we had to be staying up rocking him or something.
And then you rock him and you're like, all right, he's asleep. And then you stop and it's like, wow. It's like, fuck. Yeah, start again.
So I think though our bassinet worked, it was great. I think if we have another child, we'd probably invest in a different one. Something just a little bit more, I guess, bougie, if you want to say it, or just a little bit more user friendly for, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say about it, but
we said this, the next product before, it was the Komotomo bottles. It's
nothing against them.
It's just, it didn't work for us. The nipples were different than these Tommy Tippy ones. It had the same amount of parts that have 3 or 4.
Yep, it had only a few parts, and truthfully, like for all the hype it got, like it was just one of those bottles where like everybody was talking about it. I really think when it comes down to it, the style and how the bottle feels, I think it was truly meant for a baby that's transitioning from the tit or the boobie.
It was very squishy. It was squishy. These are hard plastic.
And I think that's truly what it's meant for. So I think that was why it also wasn't great for Theo, because he never needed that transition, obviously, because he wasn't suckling on my boobies or anything. And so, what? So, and that's like legit. I'm almost positive the Komotomo are meant to help babies transition from breastfeeding to like formula feeding or bottle feeding. So I think that's where it also just didn't work for our situation. And again, if we had another baby, I don't plan to breastfeed either. So that's why I just would say Komotomo just wasn't the right bottles for us. So it wouldn't have been worth buying if we had known.
Yeah. We got them in inflatable water mat. Amazon, we thought it would be more fun and interactive. You blow up the sides, you put the water in, the fish go swimming, the end.
Yeah.
Like, you slap them.
It was another, like, it was so hyped up, and so I thought, like, oh, yeah, like, let's get it. It's only, like, $16, and it'll be, like, a fun, like...
waterbed.
Yeah. And he just didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. It's now in our trash because that's the other thing. We were like putting it away because we went through all of Theo's toys and was like deciding what we're keeping, what's garbage, what are we
storing away?
Yeah. And that was one thing where like we knew we didn't want to keep it, but how the F would you have saved that?
You don't.
Like, what is like the proper way if you wanted to like save something like that for a second kid or whatever? Like what would you have done? Like how do you drain something like that enough where it doesn't grow like mold or bacteria or anything?
You don't.
Seriously. If you have, I don't know.
The octopus is floating with the algae.
Regardless of that, we obviously aren't saving it. And so it wasn't that big of an issue. But he didn't like it. It wasn't worth the hype, in our opinion. It was just something that we thought he'd love and enjoy, and it'd be like a fun thing that he could do for, 10, 15 minutes or as long as his attention span would last, and it did nothing. So
some clothes and stuff, just like avoid the newborn shits.
yeah,
you really don't need receiving blankets.
not as many. Oh my God. We had like 20, 25 receiving blankets. It seemed like it was just something that like we kept getting with people. And trust me, we are grateful for everything we got. But after having him and everything, receiving blankets were either too small for him because he was so long. And so like they wouldn't wrap around him right to swaddle. And so we opted to just use the bigger receiving blankets that we had, which we did have quite a few. And my mom made him
five, yeah.
My mom made him bigger ones because she, a couple episodes back, she quilts and sews and knows how to do all that stuff. So she made him bigger ones, but he was just so long for the standard size that it just wasn't worth having 20 small receiving blankets.
Yep. And like everybody said, avoid the newborn stuff because you don't know how long they're going to be in it. Like he was barely in newborn stuff because he's so freaking tall.
Yeah. He wasn't in it very long. And obviously it depends on the child and everything. But truthfully, like most people say that, like, buy like bigger, buy more in the 0 to 3, because that's even different. Like buying newborn and buying 0 to 3 is completely different. So if you're going to opt to buy something that they can wear like the months that they're born in or the season that they're born in, opt to buy 0 to 3 instead of newborn because that'll still fit them and fit them longer and everything like that. So pro tip there.
Also, when it comes to like, obviously like buying mittens because they like to scratch themselves, just use socks.
We had received mittens. I registered for some. And then, people bought them, and they're like a total fucking waste. And I don't even think it was just THEO. Like, I think they aren't made well. Like, his hands ended up being just too long for them. But, like, the elastic that goes around the wrists and
can't
everything.
Can't be too tight. We get it.
We get that it can't be too tight, but seriously, like, they didn't stay on. They just didn't.
It was like a string. Like, yeah. Here you go. Like, okay.
So
off they go.
Another pro tip.
Call my
just
ass out.
Use socks. Just slip some socks on. It looks goofy. I can't tell you how many pictures he has from like birth to like 5 months where he's wearing fucking socks on his hands. But he was a scratcher. He scratched his scalp, his face, and despite using like an electric nail file and everything, it just seemed like I couldn't keep his nails down far enough. So
which we would also recommend the electric nail file when they're probably newborn to like maybe 6 months.
Maybe.
But the thing doesn't have enough balls to like do like our nails.
Yeah.
Like it would take forever.
It worked. I would recommend it for that time period because it is hard to go at them with even like a normal nail file or nail clippers.
And she clipped them a couple times.
Yes. And so I do recommend the electric file just for like those really young days when they're just, it's hard to do
twitchy.
But that probably, I think that closes out our don't buy, not worth it section. If you guys are new parents or anything like that, feel free to ask us any questions about products or anything like that. We may not have experience with it, but if you have any questions about other things, check out our other updates. We have a playlist of updates that we've done throughout, our time on podcast and on YouTube. Check those out. We mentioned quite a few other products too. But if you have any like direct questions, you can always DM me on Always Al or Adulting Midwest Style or comment below. We'd be happy to help or give you advice or whatever because we've survived the first year being first-time parents. So.
Yeah, or if you have products that you recommend or do not recommend.
Yeah, feel free to comment below. But anyway, a few reminders and then we'll close this Thursday night out for you. Starting this month, we will be moving our bonus episode. So obviously
this
episode. But starting this month, we will be putting out a last Friday of the month. It's called the Final Call Fridays. Final Call Fridays. We will be moving our bonus episode to the last Friday of every month. So we will be starting that in January, even though we're posting today. And moving forward, we'll just be posting those Final Call Fridays the last Friday of every month. Sorry, I said that 3 times, so redundant. But just want to make sure you don't miss it. And we are in talks of maybe posting a few more. Comment below, again, if you're very interested in us doing maybe like a vlog style thing. I could always maybe start something, I don't know. Just comment below if you want to see us do more episodes or any style of episodes, any content that you wish we would do.
Q&A.
Yeah, we loved doing the Q&A, so definitely keep coming with questions for us. We'll compile them for another Q&A episode. Can you think of any other? I don't think so. Subscribe to our channel. We're hoping to grow more and more each day. So if you like our channel, tell your friends, tell them to subscribe.
We are almost at 1,000 views on Anchor.
Yes. So we're excited about, those are plays, but YouTube, we're, just kind of slow on YouTube. We're hoping to get some new subscribers. So definitely recommend us to friends if you really are enjoying our content. And
if they've listened this long, they must like us.
Right. Give us a like too. It does help us, grow our channel, all the likes and subscriptions and everything like that. So definitely help us out. Help a girl out.
Yeah.
We're hoping 2021. Sorry. We're hoping 2021 will be a really good year for us, for this channel, for you guys. And we are just super excited to see what's to come. Another thing, kind of related to this episode, if you're interested in like us doing a episode about like my pregnancy, or a few different episodes about like just how I felt, what giving birth was like, I don't know, anything related to my pregnancy or birth, or
it was an experience on the other end too.
Yeah, so we'd be more than happy to do an episode or two on just those topics. If you're interested in knowing our birth story and our pregnancy story and blah, 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 it's a good one. It's a good one.
I would agree.
But anyway, we hope you had a great first full week in 2021. And let's keep this year going strong. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Have a nice weekend. I drilled a little bit. No. This one wasn't bad, by the way. It was good.
Mine was great. That's why it's gone.